Yes.
All right. We are going to be at Atlanta. That's right, Atlanta tonight. FTR A League, the big boys coming out to play. It is Wednesday. That means it is FTR A League championship race, regular season championship race. We got some special folks up here in the booth tonight, Lugnut, don't we, Don?
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, first off, how you doing tonight, man?
I am doing just fine. Getting ready to watch a good race tonight and get her done.
Coming off a fresh, good finish the other night at Kentucky. Where'd you finish up?
I would take a top 6 any night.
Top six. Good run, man. Good run. Oh, look at that. We are already getting the licked joint.
Ooh,
All right. So does everybody have invites?
No, I'll need some once you guys get in there.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and before we disclose our special guest, let's get loaded in. Right, let me make sure I send the invites. Look, did you get invites? All right. Okay. I'll get them. If it wants to hurry up and load on me. All right. And okay, there it is. Let me know when you get it, my friend. You got it? All right. I'm gonna send you another one. Just so you have a second one in case something happens. Yep. Alright. Just in case.
My screen.
Alright. So we got everybody's got their invites, so let's go ahead and
Where the hell is my brothers?
get loaded in. As we were hinting for tonight, that we've got a couple special guests up here in the booth tonight. With us up in the booth tonight, we have a special guest, a former A-leaguer himself, Bad Martin. How you doing tonight, my man?
All right, Shady. How you doing, buddy?
Doing
Glad to
good.
be here.
The first time we've had Bad Martin up in the booth. Things are gonna get bad up in here.
Yeah. Usually you got a win to get up here, so consider yourself lucky.
Oh, we're already cutting with the jokes already. Well, actually, technically, I have one in the A-League. Maybe not the past season, but like the first season I was here, I think I got 2 or 3. So I qualify.
Oh, you're one of those, what they call them, the old timers, yes.
Yeah, I was one of them old timers that actually had Billy set up and beat him with it one time, so.
Well, not many people could do that.
Right.
Sure.
Billy's on a roll from last week, and he wants to keep it going, so.
Well,
This is nice. This week I get the actual view. I don't have to just watch the YouTubes.
Yeah, it's nice to actually be able to change.
Well, back with us tonight.
We got 44 on the poll.
That is Mike RPM, our points leader, starting off the poll, but also joining us for the broadcast from last week. He's going to be our pit road guy tonight. That's going to be Eneltown. How you doing tonight, man?
Not too bad, Shady. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
Doing great, man. Doing great. And how'd you do the other night in the B League?
And we are green.
I got the win.
That's right. You got the big dub, man. Congratulations on getting that W. As we are going green here in Atlanta, the FTR A League boys are gone racing.
How many we got tonight? Let's scroll through the field here.
I think I saw 12.
12? I got 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's...
Car all the way up into that wall, and that's more in that 10 car. Got real tight coming off of 4, got up into the wall, got out of the throttle, and had to go all the way back to the back.
Billy's looking for the lead with our RPM right now.
Let's introduce some of these guys. Go through the field, as we said. Mike RPM, our points leader coming into tonight. He is looking to wrap up that regular season championship tonight. So Mike RPM definitely on a good start, starting on a pole and jumping out to an early lead.
Yeah, typical in the 4, reckless in the 24.
Got more in it than Lynch driving that 3 car.
Yeah, Lynch in the 3.
Lynch in the 3. We got JCR JWoww.
I still keep looking for the 9 for some reason.
JWoww in that white 51 rowdy car. We got DK Brown. DK in that 18. Clashing in his 51 white rowdy car. Kind of starting back towards the back. But he's going to be making
it doesn't look like Dan did make it, eh? No.
We got Reckless Racer in a 24.
Where's my heavy duty?
Heavy duty in the 19 right there.
Yeah.
There's heavy with that big eagle on the side of that 19 car.
Who was the 9 that year? You keep thinking of?
Nobody now. It was Lynch. He's in the 3 now.
That's right.
I keep looking for the 9 when he says Lynch. I keep looking for the 9 car.
Well, we're missing a couple guys. My pick for tonight is not even in here.
Speaking of picks, I got Mike RPM.
There
was only 7 people qualify yesterday too.
All right, well, we got going with our picks. Okay, so Lug, you stole the Mike RPM from me tonight, didn't you?
You snooze, you lose.
All right, well, that's going to lead up to Bad Martin. Bad Martin, who are you going to pick out tonight, man? Who you got?
I got to pick Old Faithful. I got to pick Billy.
Yeah, he said he wants it. He wants it bad tonight, so.
Okay, so you're looking for Billy to go back-to-back from last week and going 2 in a row.
I am.
Okay, do you have something, you got special inside information from the A League that we might not be knowing about?
I don't have no inside information. I'm like semi-retired, so I'm like out of the loop. But I just pull for him because I know he'll be up there towards the end. He'll be up there before the end of the first stage, I would say.
Well, you can never go wrong with picking Billy. That's that's
second
always
stage.
A very, very safe pick. So all right, well the two already taken on 2 of the picks already off the board. So we're gonna have to move on to Inaltown. Inald, who you going for tonight, man? Who do you got tonight, Inaltown?
Well, I was gonna try to go back-to-back with Billy, but since he's picked, I'll have to fall back. We'll take Typical here in the 4.
All right, you're gonna take Typical in the 4.
Yeah, he was top of the leaderboard today, 28-7, 7-3. So go with him.
Excuse me.
All right. Okay. Well, then that takes care of the top 3 as Mike RPM in first. Billy in second, Typical running in third.
Who took Mike RPM? Was that Lug?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And I was gonna pick a true dark horse tonight, and that would have been.
How can you pick a true dark horse with 12 cars? Come on, when this 4 was in the booth.
Because Micah would have been a true dark horse pick tonight.
Oh, okay.
I got a good dark horse.
Atlanta is Micah's hometown track, and he knows. I mean, anytime he's in Atlanta, I mean, he always comes to race. He's always coming to win. Don't get me wrong.
My dark horse is always the 19, so.
Yeah, but he's when we're here in Atlanta, he's got a little extra juice for Atlanta. So it's a shame to not see him in this race tonight, man. Honestly, he was going to be my true dark horse pick tonight.
Do you have any broadcast up for laps, or have you been sleeping at the wheel or not?
Yeah,
looks like 9 in already.
Okay.
I've got another thanks and shout out to JWoww as JWoww. Thank you, JWoww, for having your stream up.
And what about that wonderful sponsor we have?
Yes, the new wonderful sponsor that we have for this week and the next race. And I was actually going to put the little thing up on my screen.
On your thingy?
Yeah, on the screen where you can have the little banner at the bottom and have the name of the
so you fell asleep with the wheel on that.
Drum roll here for the announcement? Jeez. Spit it out.
We already did last week.
I'm making sure it gets the pronouncement. I had
a big crash. Big
wreck in the back.
Big lag on the 18 DK Brown.
was on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
they're still rolling.
JWoww up in the wall,
JWoww's got a lot of damage. A lot of damage to his car.
No caution. Caution's really beat up.
JWoww and Clash. So Clash, both of the JCR guys are beat up here early.
That looked like a big lag on the 18.
On the 18, now it's been DK. Here comes Jason Clashin now. Clashin is now already down in the pit roads. But yes, this...
definitely was a big lag. Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, DK like right back into the
Yeah,
51.
he went back about 5 cars and went ahead about 6 cars.
Wow, okay.
Well, that separated that
someone
middle
else was
back.
just in the wall
It
there.
did so. And Ken, I don't know if you know or not, but they now go low draft for the races. They don't do normal draft. We're on low draft.
I've heard that disappointed me, but that's what they voted for. So
we are in low draft. We are in low draft.
So Shady, who did you end up picking?
My pick for tonight? Well, dadgummit. I mean, the top 3 I've already picked. My true dark horse isn't in the race. The 2 JCR guys have already been wrecked. Daggone.
Well, you can't ever count them out. So wait, you can't count them boys out.
No.
It's still early, and they're good.
Oh yeah, it's still early.
Oh yeah, you definitely can't count.
I'll be picking one of those too if I were you. You know where they are every week.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, seeing how I think Clashin has already gone a lap down, just because of that, I'm gonna go with JWoww. Just because of that, I probably would have gone with Clashin this week since I went with JWoww last week, but seeing that this early events have unfolded with this little minor fender bender here, that
I'm surprised I didn't bring in a caution, but nobody really spun. Everybody was kind of.
Did he drag his feet on purpose to maybe see how many cars are going to go out before he got his pick in there? Is that kind of a trick there he did on those
something
guys?
One. Yeah, see, there's always a method to my madness. And the 19 is around. The 19 coming down.
A whole bunch of people were pitting, and it didn't look like anybody signaled there.
Yeah,
I saw them signaling, but they did on the lap before too.
Absolutely killer for heavy duty in that 19. If he was coming in to make his pit stop,
Lynch got heavy damage.
Heavy duty came in way too fast and got spun around, so now he's going to have to go all the way around before he's able to come in and get down in the pit road, so he's going to lose.
DK's in now.
He's going to lose a ton of
He's exiting.
Wow.
This is going to spread the field out, boys.
Yep.
Billy is just pulled into his stall. JWoww is just exiting. JWoww had about 10 seconds, 9 seconds of repair to fix.
Yep, well, we're in some Billy still in. Mike RPM is already out.
Now.
Well, this race and this first round of green flag pit stops is brought to you by the new sponsor, MinaPeach.com. Minapeach. You gotta check this out, y'all. Yeah, Minapeach. Minapeach. MINAPEACH.com. Oh man, you gotta check this out. I checked it out a little bit earlier this afternoon. Man, talk about yourself, get yourself some gifts. I mean, we've just passed Mother's Day, but we got ladies, mothers, sisters, daughters of their dads who are racing. Check this out, because you got gifts for your dad, Father's Day is coming up, gifts for him. You gotta check this out, MinaPeach.com. Got everything from candy to stress relievers to greeting cards to little knickknacks, you name it. They're out of Ontario, Canada, but ship all over the entire world. No matter where you are, they will ship it there. And I'll tell you what, Lug, I went on to there.
I was going to say, that sounds like a Canadian company.
Yeah, it is. They're an awesome little company out there out of Ontario. But they had, was looking at some things for the kitty cat. They got some cool looking things with the, they got animals, they got stuff for, animals, stuff, all kinds of knickknacks, man. Gotta check it out. But our new sponsor is MinaPeach.com. I'm not with dadgummit. I'm gonna have to make sure I put that spelling up there for the website next week. But anyway, back onto the track.
Throw in quick dark horse. I'm gonna go with this Nowinski tonight. For sure.
You're going Nowinski at dark.
He had a fast car. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
One of the B-Nates regulars.
Yeah, he was fast. We were practicing a bit yesterday, and he had a pretty quick car.
Like RPM underneath more.
Well, as we know, this place is famous, and the one thing that that all these guys are going to have first and foremost on their mind all night long is the tire wear. They don't call this place a cheese grater for nothing. So, Bad Martin, you've got a lot of experience here. You've had plenty of races here. You know Atlanta very well. What's kind of the secret, or what's going to help these guys the most as far as tire wear?
Well, Atlanta's one of them tracks that you can go around here full bore on the gas, but you're going to push your tires in the middle and start wearing them out. So it's just give it a little bit of throttle through there. That way you're not burning that right front up. But some of these guys got some excellent setups, so I can't speak for all the guys, but that's where I was always having trouble. If I went around full bore the whole time, I was burning the tire up. And it really wasn't gaining me much more speed.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that's the idea of both. I went around full tilt and let off a bit, and they're both at the same times.
All right,
yeah, I
now
let off just a hair enter.
We have Billy.
Not a lot.
Billy has scored our leader, as he just now put Heavy Duty a lap down. So something happened there in the pits, as Mike RPM came in the leader, but he came out
Yeah, I was
pretty
on
far
him,
behind.
I think he may have got nailed. He was in there quite a bit.
I was thinking a penalty had to have been brought in there somewhere with how far back he is.
I didn't even see him come in. Like, he was out when all those other cars were getting in. J-Wow and that, he was already exiting.
Yeah, J-Wow's up to 8
I didn't
class.
see him come in, but I was on him at pits, and I think it took a while for him to...
Yep.
Yeah, he's showing in 10th now. Oh, wow.
Oh, RPM, yeah. So Mike RPM went from 1st to 10th in that round of green flag stops, as he's about to take 9 from Clashin, and he just took it as Clashin still has that damage to the front hood of
Now,
that
where's
51
Lynch
car.
now with all his damage?
Lynch?
9th or something?
No, he's in the top 5.
Oh, okay.
He is in the top 5. Mac
didn't
Attack
see
is
him
6th. Mac Attack is 6th. Reckless Racer 7th. J Well is 8th. Mike RPM is 9th, and Clashin is 10th.
Okay.
As
heavy damage.
So riding with Nowinski. Nowinski is running 5th, and Lynch is running 4th.
Okay.
Looking at unsponsored car too. Looking for
I just got a message from one of your missed drivers.
Dan?
Dan, he's like, "Can I come join the booth?" He's standing down at the garage pouting because his car wouldn't start.
Oh, poor Dan.
You can
Certainly
have
you
as
can come
many in
on
the
up.
booth as in the race.
Certainly we can
I'll
have
send him an invite then, because I just figured I'd ask before I told him I'd ask.
Does he have a booth? I can send him an invite to the booth. I don't have.
I could do that real quick, because that way you have to change screens.
All right, yeah, go ahead and
Next,
send.
we're on broadcast.
Yeah.
Bring Dan the Man on up into the booth. Let's get some in here. It's a regular season championship race, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun here tonight. As we're riding with Billy. Billy right now is in cruise control.
He just won't be able to see anything. Or, yeah, Ken can still send invites, I think.
No, I'm watching the race,
yeah,
but he
you
can watch on
yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah,
He probably already has you guys' links.
that's what I had to do last
There
week.
we go.
Here comes the party crasher.
And welcome Dan the Man up to the booth. Dan, how you doing, man? There we go, dude.
I actually qualified yesterday for this race too. I would have started 7th.
So you qualified 7th?
Yeah, but it was just a start and park. I planned on coming up to the booth.
Okay. Well, get us on from
What time
from
did
our
you qualify
pit.
with?
It was not a good time. I hit the curb on my first lap, and it slowed me down. I ended up with like a 29.3 for my
Well,
one
it
time.
happens. It happens.
Yeah, that first lap hitting that curb just slowed everything down.
Well, how long, how long is a green flag stop tonight for these guys? What kind of fuel window are we looking at for this?
We were getting
Yeah.
18 laps.
About 18 to? 18.
Well, I got 20.
18, 20. Well, now
I
do you
was showing
think
18 when I first. Well, it showed 19, but that like went down immediately after coming out of the pits, pretty much.
So they still have the rule, whatever comes up at the start of the race, that's what you're locked in at? You can't stretch it on this, right?
No.
Okay. Dan, I was telling these guys that you're sitting down there at the garage pouting because your Chevy wouldn't start. That's why you missed the race. Oh.
Yeah, I
You
was about to say
probably
that's
tried to
That's
Chevy
why it
motor.
wouldn't. That's why it wouldn't start.
I was gonna say we're used to seeing that number 34 out on the track. I was about to say, man.
We
we're
got
missing.
pit stops. We got Lynch and Lewinsky in.
Yep.
So here's another. So they're maybe trying that short pit,
They're
as
close.
should have about four
laps.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 laps till the window.
It looked like
Or
someone else just came in as well. Let's see if we can see. Oh, yeah, we got more just came in.
coming over, you know.
Clash. Yep. And Moore's coming in.
Yeah, Clashing's coming out.
Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this. You guys give me your opinion on what you guys think about this. As everybody knows that with the short pit, that you can always make up a little bit of time and maybe even make up a position or two just by coming in a lap or two early. What about staying out longer and allowing guys that have fresh tires have, as quickly as the tire wear is? Do you think maybe staying out longer, letting those guys burn off that tire, and then once you're able to get in and get the 4 stickers, then you'll be able to make that time up? Is there any strategy to that, or is that pretty much just a myth kind of thing? What do you guys think?
I kind of think the short pitting is a short-term gain, and it hurts you in the long run. Or staying out and after all those guys pit and having the freshest tires, I think you might lose that initial time, but you make it up, I find, over the run.
It all depends on how many laps apart they pit. I mean, if you're saying there's only a 4-lap window, it's probably better to short pit. But if they have like probably a 6-7 lap run, if they could stretch it, you're going to gain it back. But if they only got 4-lap window, it's probably better short pit.
Yeah, especially it depends on how many laps are left in the stage and all that too. Like
4 or 5 cars pitting now.
And
Billy just
something
came out.
just
J-Wow's in,
happened.
Reckless is in.
Then it also plays into the factor, if you're Billy and them guys way out in the lead, it don't matter what you do. You know, you guys are out there far enough, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, and if I'm way out in the lead, I'm...
Even when they pit, if they got 4 to go, they can take less fuel. The car's lighter. It's even going to go faster and burn them and track them back down.
As we had a little tiny technical difficulty, as kind of got a little disconnected, but getting loaded back in. So, thank goodness. Thank you, Bad Mark, for sending me that other invite, or I would have been SOL.
Oh, you got booted from the lobby.
Yeah, it got all of a sudden, which is kind of weird. I'm hardwired, so I actually have when I had the Comcast guy come out a while back, I told him to make sure. I said, give me everything I need. I don't want any you better not lag one single time or my bill's going to be for free. Yeah. Well, I've had to pay every month. So.
More in the wall.
Working out pretty good up until this little thing happened. I don't know. Maybe it could have been user error. I'm not going to hold that out. I might have accidentally hit the button myself. It could have been a manual
So my
malfunction.
question is, does anybody know who the leader is and any kind of rundown here?
I can't really tell who the leader is at the moment.
I see the one car all by himself. Let me see if I can...
Yes, right now, with that, right now Billy is still being scored our leader after that round of green flag pit stops. So let me get a lap count. With this time by, we have...
I can't see on any of my...
Sucker just popped up literally for a half, not even a split second, so...
Get your goggles on, Shady. Get them on so you can see.
Yeah,
Shady with your with you getting disconnected, I was had an issue get disconnected at the beginning of a race the other day. So we like it was in qualifying. So then when I restarted everything, I forgot to turn my stream on and missed like 3 races. So make sure you got that stream going again.
Oh, I always have the stream going. No,
this game loves to mess with you.
Yeah, I was bummed. I went to watch the races afterwards, and nothing was there. I was like, oh. Actually, I was saying like goodbye. I'm going to turn the stream off, and it said start broadcast. I was like, no.
I went into a championship race one night where all I had to do was finish the race, and I lagged out.
You lagged out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
That's how this game likes to mess with you.
Yeah.
Wow. We saw that something similar during the playoffs last year. Well, we got 9 laps to go this time by, so. As Billy crosses this right now, we have 8 to go right now as Billy just crossed the line, so...
My pick's looking good, boys.
I think mine is up there. I can't tell, but where's Typical at, you know?
He is trying to make a run. Let's jump on Typical here. Here's Typical.
I don't see anybody close. I see the 19 car off of Billy's screen, but I imagine he's a lap down at least, probably with the problems he had there getting into pit road.
Yeah, he is still a lap down.
Well, it must be around 3rd, 4th or something, I think.
Typical is a little bit, as Billy is in the middle, as Billy is coming off a turn.
There's a crash. There's a crash in turn 3. It was a late car.
Yeah, Nowinski.
Yeah.
Oh, my dark horse. Oh, J-Wow gave him a bump. J-Wow got into his bumper a little bit there. I don't know if that was Nowinski slowing, causing that.
I'm not sure.
J-Wow definitely got into his rear end just a bit, right on in the entry, or the exit, I think. Middle.
We are still green, so I think Nowinski just spun. I don't see any damage to that 88, so I think he just spun the thing out.
Let me go back and see what
But we already have 1 car already into the garage, gentlemen. That's going to be the number 10 car or more.
I noticed that. He hit the wall and then... Yeah, Nowinski hit the curb, came up, J-Wow clipped him in the back, and then, Nowinski spun out on his own.
Well, we're missing quite a few guys tonight. As was Dan the Man up here in the booth with us tonight, not on the track. Micah, he was going to be my pick tonight. He's not here tonight. Eagles, we don't have Eagles. Eagles isn't here tonight, so we're missing
summer vacation for Eagles, so he must be out.
At the carnival guys. Or something.
I think he might have got extended hours now that it's summertime, but it's still getting close. Streetlights might be on soon. So.
No, me and his mom discussed that. I still want to keep him at his regular bedtime.
Over dinner last night. For dinner and dancing, we talked about it.
I hope he listens to the stream because it'd be like that damn bad.
That's shot fired across the bow. There's what that is. Shot fired.
We are coming to 3 to go here, it looks like.
Yep, and the big race here right now is DK Brown and Typical for second.
Yeah. Oh, that's for second. Okay, yeah, he's right on Typical's rear end. He might have clipped the wall a little bit, DK, there. Maybe just a hair, though.
So they are definitely battling as Billy is pretty much going to walk away with stage 1. As he's definitely going to try to make this this regular season championship, a little bit interesting between he and Mike RPM.
You sure this isn't a battle for 3rd? Typical on because this is Mike RPM 2nd?
It is possible.
Yeah, I think
it
so.
is possible.
I can't...
He doesn't know what the hell he's doing now.
No, Mike RPM's 5th. Sorry.
Yep, Lynch is 4th. Mike RPM 5th.
Is DK even... Is he...
Typical is 2nd, DK is 3rd.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. I keep thinking Lynch is the 4 car, because he's in the 4th position. Yeah.
Yes, he's in the 3. But Heavy Duty is in between Typical and Billy, so as a lap down, so that's what's kind of throwing things off. As we're
Or just rub the wall. So here goes DK Brown.
He's got the wall, but
he's under
1 lap to go.
Go make him rub it again.
I think I keep thinking that's Lynch too, because Lynch has a 4 in his name as well.
Yeah, that's his.
Yeah, that's for his real race car.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it, yeah.
Oh, DK got around him. That's the end of stage 1.
That is the end of stage 1.
DK did get him there, yeah.
Now we pack it back up. That was going to get boring there. My guy was out there in lead just saying, see you later.
Well, since Ken, since they've been doing the low draft, you've almost seen like an A, B, and C group of every race. You've seen the fast ones,
I believe it, yeah.
Semi-fast ones, and the slower guys at the back. It's almost made it like a. You're not even in the race tonight.
That was kind of their intention.
You're about a B group driver right now. You've had a bad season.
You should get back in the garage and work on that car, because I know you put a Chevy motor in it and ruined that Ford.
Can you ruin a Ford even any further?
Easy now.
Oh, big time.
I know you could be in this league and run 10th place, and then you go out and open lobbies and whoop up on everybody.
Now let's watch the glitching on the 18 with everybody off the start here.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that 18.
DK Brown.
DK Brown. Yep.
And he's been. I think there.
He's a
good car.
fast.
Just had a major glitch over.
Yeah, DK has had. I mean, he's a fast guy. I mean, he can drive he can drive these cars. He has not had the season that he is wanted by any stretch. Talk about some bad luck. I mean, he's had some real bad luck. He's been kind of big wreck happened, and Mike RPM and Reckless got side by side. As Reckless looked like he got tight.
In the wall.
They're still going.
Looks like they got it all together, though.
Yep.
Not sure what exactly happened, but Reckless got into the side of RPM, and Mike got up into the wall, lost all that momentum, and slid all the way back.
Heavy's gonna pick up the spot.
Yeah, Heavy duty under the 3.
Yep, Heavy should have. I think Heavy picked up that, got that lap back. I think.
And just for everyone watching YouTube there, if you do want a different angle, I got mine up too, streaming Intown 11. Anyone wants to see a bit of a different angle?
Well, look at JWoww and JWoww and Clash, and the JCR boys are back up there.
Yeah.
Mac Attack.
That's no surprise.
24.
But Billy and Typical are driving away from JWoww here a little bit.
Typical one.
You're racing right there, Dan. Just throw me one back.
Typical must be pushing Billy good here.
Well, there's my old 4 car. I mean, I have to root for him too, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of sharp looking. You like that one I showed you the other day of Mark Burns' car there, Ken?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
These guys are getting racy here in mid-pack with Reckless, DK, Heavy Duty, Mac Attack. Mike RPM is coming back up through there.
He wants the spot back.
Yeah, he's
going after his next victim. Look out, Heavy Duty, he's coming.
Typical's peeking. He's peeking a bit.
Gotcha.
Ooh! Oh, big wreck! DK and Brown around.
Big wreck.
Oh yeah, he went to the curb and Heavy Duty got into him just like with Nowinski, the same thing pretty much.
As DK
and they keep going. Oh, no way.
They are
poor
so
Heavy.
green.
I hate that.
He's still going. He lost the 2 spots there, but he's still going.
DK's going to be the biggest loser on that because he went around and he's got damage.
He's 12 seconds back, showing 13 seconds back just from Heavy Duty now.
And a lot of damage to that 18 car, so he's going to want that pit stop to come pretty soon.
Typical got around Billy.
Yeah.
Typical got around Billy.
And that's bringing, JWoww's been holding pace about 6/10 behind them, too.
Clash and JWoww. Was that Clashing or Nowinski? They were Clashing and JWoww coming, I think. Yep. 2 familiar cars.
just right on the bumper of Typical, as the JCR boys are hooked up to try to catch the two of them. And Mike RPM has already moved back up to 5th when he dropped back all the way to 10th. So he's moving up with a vengeance.
That's for sure. They can't catch those front two though. These 251s here.
Yeah.
They're stuck at 6/10 back. Oh, it just got to 5/10. They're starting to move a little. They do have his draft. They are catching some draft from up there.
Oh,
Now, are they
going
both on the lead lap now?
Everybody should be on the lead lap now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these JCR guys, they are going to catch these front two guys as they are catching them. They're now down to point
definitely
4.
now. They're getting the draft here. Every corner down the
they're in his
straight.
trash now, yeah.
Hello, we're here.
On the backstretch here.
So you were mentioning real briefly about the different types of gears, whether you run a tall gear or a low gear. You know, around Atlanta, what kind of RPMs are you wanting to run by the time you get into the turn 1 and turn 3? Are you trying to get up to about 8,200, maybe more than that, less than that? Where do you guys prefer to be?
You guys making a move here.
Yep, JWoww's already. They caught Billy, and they are passing Billy. Both JCR guys.
You hung out to dry.
Well, Billy didn't offer much of a fight. He saw both those two guys coming, and I think he's going to try to use those two guys. He won stage 2.
Yeah, I don't think he's one to really push the issue. JWoww's going to try on the outside here. Typical. It looks like they're getting around 82. It jumps to 8,500 RPM going into turn 1. It looks like on JWoww.
Never a bump there.
I would say that's in the range. I'm not sure exactly. What's anyone else think on that? Yeah. Looks like he's only dipping to about 78 to the turn. Get up about to 82 in the 3. Yeah, Typical's got in the JWoww a little bit there.
McClashen's taking his turn.
Yep.
And Billy's going to go underneath here.
We're gonna
Shady.
Yo. What'd I do?
What time is it?
Oh, it's not yet. We're getting ready to have green flag stops here in a minute.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
5 laps away from empty.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have to do that on the next, coming off the next caution. Yeah, caution or the stage. Yeah.
Actually, it was my birthday on
Just
Monday.
a little something that's a little fun that Lug and I like to have on Wednesdays.
Hey, they turned 42 on Monday.
Yeah.
It was a pretty regular old day.
I'm making a pit stop.
Yeah, the green flag. And the 17 is around. Mac Attack.
Oh, did RPM just go into the wall, I think, too?
As Mac Attack got spun around there on turn 3 and 4.
He's pitting.
I think he tried to slow that 17 down, caught the apron to get on the apron to come down the pit road, and you know how that happens. Trying to slow that car down as fast as you can. You hit that apron, and that just sends you around. I think that's what happened there with Mac Attack.
That's what happened with both those other two incidents with Nowinski and Heavy Duty or TK there.
Yeah.
Really back to the lead. They are getting close.
Yeah.
Their tire lights are on.
And here comes the JCR guys underneath the Billy again.
Just straighten it.
I think he just let them have that because he went in there pretty high.
I think you're probably just gonna start to see Billy, kind of just hang out for a minute. I think he probably wanted to see what he really had. He dropped back to 4th. He came back, took the lead back, and now he's kind of just dropped back to 4th a little bit. I think he knows what he has for sure.
We got Heavy and we got pit signaling by Typical and Clashing.
Yeah, so look for these leaders to come in now.
Someone else was already in too. I couldn't quite see. Yeah, all 4 of them are coming down there now.
Here
All
comes
5.
all the leaders.
I think Mike RPM might have clipped the wall about 4 or 5 laps ago. He just seemed to lose some space there.
Well, I'll tell you what, RPM, Mike, he made some time up as he is right in. He coming in hot.
Yeah.
We'll see if he made it.
Because he was definitely, he was triple that distance behind.
Not that anybody left knew I was gone, but I'm back.
I did know that you were gone, Lug. I did.
There's a bit of an emptiness in the air.
Glad to hear it. You're back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. You got a hot dog?
Yes, I did.
Cold beer?
No, Lynch and Billy drank all the beer in the fridge, but looks like
he didn't get a penalty. He's going to be right on Billy's bumper when they pull out.
So we're not going to have
pit entrance there for him for sure.
Yeah.
Hot pit stop.
Yeah. He knew he timed it right. He certainly did, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of time to gain right there if you really push the limits.
A lot of time to lose. I can tell you that from personal experience.
That's the the way, right? Good and bad.
Oh yeah.
I think that would probably be everyone through the pits now.
I think so. So J-Well is going to come out as our leader after a round of green flag stops. J-Well and...
Has anybody listened to Nowinski's car tonight? Go on his car and listen to his engine.
Okay. Well, let me do that. What, does he have something going on?
Yeah, just listen to his engine.
I don't even hear it.
Riding with Whiskey now.
Just pinned.
It sounds sick.
It just sounds like he's got it right. Just sounds like he's got it right pinned.
It sounds like he's stuck in third gear.
Yeah, it just sounds like he's got it right pinned right to the hilt.
I mean, he's full throttle all the way around, but I mean, he's got to be pushing 8,700 RPM at the end of his straight.
Just sounds like it's just screaming.
Yeah, he's got some kind of issue going on there.
There's the gears.
Look,
Yeah, I don't know if Billy lost some time there in the pits, if he had some damage to fix, but I don't remember seeing him getting them off.
It looked like he did lose a bit of time on exit there.
Yeah, he lost some time on exit.
Yeah, he might just want to stay away from those two.
I wouldn't want to be that far back. Of course,
a little crazy, those two CR boys.
Yeah, well, he's got Mike RPM right there on his heels, so...
Nowinski, or not Nowinski, but...
I think right now, Mike RPM, even if something happened with Mike RPM, him just starting and finishing the race, he'll probably have the regular season championship all wrapped up tonight.
Yeah, he had a big
lead. He had a very healthy point lead coming into the night. I know that. Let's see.
Just the playoff points alone.
Yeah. Talking with him talking with him a couple times over the past couple weeks when we brought him up to the booth, and he has taken notice on those playoff points, and he shoots for those playoff points each week. And you can see, I mean, even I think he has only a couple wins, but I mean, finishing, he's got a lot of stage wins, and if he's not finishing first, he's finished in that top 3 podium.
Yep.
Quite a few times, so not necessarily being the most winning car, but certainly being the most consistent.
Yeah, consistency. It's like a short run versus a long run car, right? It's a long season.
Is that something you can buy in a box? Because I need a couple cases of it.
It's expensive,
years of practice. That's the only way you're gaining that.
Very expensive and time consuming.
Yeah, just trying to turn the last 3 days. Been in a couple.
He got in a little bit of the mess when they spread up.
Clashin just took the lead.
Yeah, Clashin out first.
He's had a couple issues.
Yeah.
Or just leg.
Yeah, he gets caught up in the mess.
Well, right now he's running 7th. He is running 7th right now.
He'll take it.
As Reckless Racer is running 6th. You've got Clash in first, JWoww second, Typical third, Billy fourth, Mike RPM fifth, Reckless is sixth, and Lynch is seventh.
I got Typical in between the two Clashing and JWoww.
Oh, so Typical is now taking over second spot.
Yeah, I'm showing Heavy Duty in seventh.
Oh, so Heavy Duty's moving back on up in there. So we got a little bit of racing going on with these top three.
So obviously we don't know what the hell we're talking about. Is that what you're trying
I
to
got
tell
Heavy
me?
Duty's stream up.
Okay.
He's been in seventh for a while. He's all by himself out there. He's the only one on the front stretch.
He's around him on his stream.
Those guys hands full of Mike RPM.
I don't think Mike's really doing anything, because if you watch them two, they have two way different lines. Billy kind of enters late. Mike enters down in lower on some of them, but they keep coming off together. So yeah, I think they need to work. They're trying to work to get up there, which that's going to be hard with the low draft.
And
I get one viewer every week, Ken, and it's Fire Truck.
Well, hi, Fire Truck, if you're listening.
He's in there.
Yeah, those front three, when they get together, they're getting drafted. But they're pushing Typical out the way right now.
Well, I'm currently riding with Mike RPM right here at the moment, and watching him.
I'm gonna go back in front. It's more exciting. I'm going Skyview.
Kind of seeing how Mike RPM gets around this track here.
Mr. Rain, Fire Truck says, "Hi, buddy, new daddy."
Yeah, that kind of put me to the sideline.
Yes, it did. Be surprised what instant fatherhood does to you, eh? Right. You should go on that show that they didn't know they were pregnant. You should go on that show.
Well, see, my wife put me in. I'm the 9 o'clock to like 1 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Guy, so that's my time slot to race.
Yeah. Life comes first.
And then you get to look like it's just a game. It's just a game.
It's just a game.
His life.
And you just look at it like, you don't understand.
It's the only game I like.
It's the only game I play.
All my friends are on there.
Yeah, all my friends are there.
That's it. I haven't talked to a real friend, like a human, like.
You gotta take it to the sandbox. You got your toys taken away.
I brought my real friends along.
Yeah.
I brought my business partner. Like, come on, let's go race. Get your show up online.
Yeah, I don't even talk to anyone in real life anymore. Unless if they were to join NASCAR, I would talk to them.
Pretty much.
We put up with Shady, I was told to, so it's his night, so.
And I know everybody doesn't understand the family that comes with this, just the friendships, you know, even though we're ever distances, you know.
Yeah, out of all the friends I've ever known, there's only one that I know in real life that actually watches NASCAR, and he lives in Nova Scotia. So I don't see him too much, about 3,000 clicks away.
Excuse me, I got more friends on here than I do in real life.
Yeah, like I couldn't even call anyone if they wanted to see if they want to come over and watch a race. No one would answer.
No.
Yeah, we do.
It's hot out there.
We got pits going on. Does anybody care that anybody's... Hey, people are pitting. People are pitting.
Why are they pitting?
Nobody's listening to me.
Oh, yeah, they're coming to
was saying my Mac Attack.
Heavy Duty, I think, is coming in now, yeah. Heavy Duty's in.
I quit. Nowinski's in. I'm going to get a bigger
microphone. Too bad about Nowinski. I had some high hopes for him today, and hopefully he can recover.
Yeah, I know. I'm just bugging him.
This pit stop and...
Ken, this is the only night that I get to pick on somebody that I don't get picked on, so...
Oh, see, you missed me because I used to pick on you a lot.
This roundup green flag pits. Yep, I was just saying that. I was just getting ready to say that Mike got around Billy, and that's
Billy's signaling, or Billy might be signaling.
There he goes.
Mike come now. Billy and them are coming.
Billy signaled last time.
Clashing and JWoww are dropping in. Oh no, they're going one more.
Yep.
I'm going to stay on Mike and see how his pits went.
Lynch is down pit road as well, so the 3 is in, and now he's
Billy's
coming out.
pushing RPM all the way down pit road.
Yeah, let's see which one of them get the best pit stop this time, because them are some tight bumpers right there.
And here comes the JCR guys now, as this green flag stop is brought to you by MinaPeach.com. Mina Peach. MINAPEACH.com. Get all your gifts. Father's Day's coming up.
Mike and Billy are heading out nose to tail, just like they come in.
So
Look at that, Billy. Well, Billy was in front of me, behind him when they come in, so he gained the spot on the pit. So his stop was quicker. Mike's probably like, "Damn it! I just passed him. Now I got to do it again."
Well, I wonder where that's gonna leave.
Not on Billy, and look like no, all 3 of them are leaving right now.
Actually, caution them with one more lap, so they'll be coming out in front of Billy here. They're actually
Yep, they're coming out
now.
now.
They'll come out probably pretty tight. They should come out, I would think.
Well, yeah, DK Brown's with them, so there'll be 3 of them by the time they get wound up.
As Clash and still being scored the leader here.
Yeah, you think Billy and Mike would just get bumper to bumper since them spread out there a little bit. They got them lap cars to deal with right now. That would help them in their favor.
So you got Clash in first, Jay Wow second, Mike
Nowinski
RPM
just got in
third,
the wall, so that's going to bring him up pretty quick.
Billy fourth, and Typical is fifth.
Yeah, Shady, you're right there too about that. MinaPeach.com. Lots of great gifts. Ships worldwide too.
Absolutely, man.
Especially
for
and the best
Father's
thing
Day
is, it's
up.
Canadian.
Yeah. Canadian. Yeah, Canadian. A
Out
lot
of
of local made
Ontario.
products too.
Well, maybe their products.
Whoa, J-Well in the grass.
Into the grass.
No, that was Nowinski. Sorry.
No, it was Nowinski. Yeah.
Yeah, Nowinski. Sorry about that, J-Well. I saw a white car. That's
Nowinski cutting a little bit of lawn here in Atlanta.
That scared the poop out of me.
Is that one of those turn 4 got loose things that you saw and see
Yes.
with?
Yes, it was. Yeah, I was riding with him at the time. I just wasn't sure which one it was.
Do you really have that problem here, guys? I never really had that problem. Not like
Well,
Charlotte.
I mean, it's built.
You turn that corner too quick.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
think
built
maybe with a
pretty,
car under you or outside of you, it might add to it a bit.
I don't think it's as strong as what you would see in Texas, but
No.
they're built somewhat similar and still have with this similar banking and
I think he held that yellow line too long, and
Unless he's a little freer because he's.
the Ford's still running good.
yeah.
Hey,
Ford
Shady, I
running
wanted to
fifth.
just add real quick too. A lot of the products that sell there too are all locally made by people. My wife makes quite a few of the products too, keychains and lanyards and that. So a lot of it's handmade,
Yep, local artist, absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of drawings too that are local artists.
But ships everywhere in the world, and I will make sure I have the spelling up for next week. But that's MinaPeach.com. Check it out.
Are you guys able to put the League Cup on the site or?
He's gonna learn. He's gonna learn them. I'm gonna learn them too.
Yeah, I'll get
check it out.
I'll get the wife to be able to send a link or something to the page too on Facebook.
Yeah, I'll have to put
Maybe
it
on the Discord or something too.
But I meant to do
Yeah,
that.
but kind of straight out again.
Of course, I was running late. I was going to have it on the bottom with the the little banner and.
Oh yeah,
Lynch is catching somebody here, I think. Oh
running
yeah.
fashionably late as we always do.
Pretty much. The head broadcaster is the latest one. That
I
does
thought I
not
had
make
about
any
20
Always.
minutes, and then I saw Billy said we're racing at 3. I was like, what time is it?
Yeah. Well, they're
Lynch is
not wasting time with this stage
Reckless a little bit.
because we've already got only 7 laps to go, so they're picking them up and laying them down pretty good clip here at stage 2.
It looks like RPM got a bit of a gap now on Billy. And then
Typical
Typical is way back.
Yeah, Typical keeps rubbing that wall just a tad.
Let's get on
Right now, the JCR boys are looking to put DK Brown and Mac Attack a lap down if they can.
Where are they? There they are.
I'm going to say they're going to have a fight on their hands for DK if it's only a couple laps left. He's going to try to hold them off.
Oh yeah, DK's not just going to give that one up.
But they also know there could be a glitch
you got
problem there
at
too, so.
Well, have 6 laps to go this next time by. Right, here comes DK underneath Mac Attack. So Mac Attack.
I think lap time, he might be a lap down now to spin. I don't know.
Yeah, under 17 there.
But DK is was doing everything he can to hold him off, but
which one goes by, the other one's going to come with him.
He's trying.
He's trying, but he's going to... And there goes Clashing down into the grass.
That was J-Well.
Hell of a save.
Oh, yeah,
J-Well. That was J-Well. I see they're both in 51s. They're both in white.
I was on J-Well at the time.
They both got rowdy.
Straighten them numbers up.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit the curb, too. J-Well almost spun it. He was getting sideways. It was a good save.
More J-Well again. J-Well, there he is.
Oh, let's take a look back here throughout the field. These guys are pretty spread out now. Not a whole lot.
We are at 3 to go.
Yeah, riding with Billy right now, and he's got he's about 0.7 seconds behind Mike RPM, and about 5 seconds in front of Typical, who's running 5th. So these guys are pretty well spread out now.
DK's working on Clashing.
Yes, he is. He wants to get that lap back.
A slightly different 51 this week than Clashing.
Yep. As we got 2 laps to go, so this next time by, they'll take that white flag and take the 1 lap to go.
So who's leading? Clashing?
Clashing is the lead.
He's coming back.
J-Wow 2nd, Mike RPM 3rd, Billy 4th, and Typical is running 5th.
DK wants it.
Last lap.
Well, when I had these...
Not going to get it.
Points up.
I think he might. I think he's letting them by. Yeah, he's letting them by to get his lap back. It's like... Yeah.
So coming into this race, Mike RPM had a 42-point lead over Billy coming into this race. So I think it's pretty much well decided that Mike RPM is going to be crowned the regular season champion, as we have just completed stage number 2. Clashing gets that one. J-Well 2nd, Mike RPM 3rd, Billy gets 4th. Typical rounds out the top 5 for stage 2, as we're getting ready to go into stage 3 here in Atlanta, the FTR A League. Wednesday night racing for these guys. Lynch
this is where the money's paid out.
Lynch in 6th, Heavy Duty 7th, DK Brown in 8th on the lead lap. Mac Attack is 9th, the first car a lap down, so he will be the lucky dog winner. Reckless Racer is in 10th, also a lap down, and Nowinski is 11th, also 1 lap down. And then, of course, Moore, who took the 10 car back into the garage, in 12th. So, still going to have all but 2 cars on the lead lap.
Right, you really got to give it that lead of letting DK back around. I mean, DK probably could have fought him, and he was like, just let me let around. That puts 2 cars back on the lead lap, and that's good sportsmanship.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Was it Clashing that moved down to last week? Remember he backed up, I think it was Clashing.
Yeah, he did, because he got into Billy,
Yeah, Billy make Clashing's always,
that's for sure.
Always been a class act kind of guy.
Yeah.
Very respected and very respectful on the track and off the track, and like Clashing a lot. He's helped me a tremendous amount as well. And does that driving a truck? He drives long distances.
Can you imagine sitting in the back of a semi racing this game?
I think I've seen a picture of his setup before.
I gotta have my chair, able to stretch my legs out. I'm just like sitting in the back of a truck, just whooping our ass.
I tell you what, who's looked like that they were pushing as tight as tractor trailer truck, and that was a 19 who was up into the wall. Again. That's Nowinski getting loose off of 4. He goes back into the grass.
What happened to him? He had such a good car yesterday, too.
Heavy duty. He had that sucker floored going around 1 and 2, and he was not lifting either, whether he was going to scrape that wall or not. He wasn't lifting.
I'm just wondering if Lewinsky's got some stock in lawn care industry. He's got to tear up that grass, so that way they got to fix it. Or?
I think most of those tread marks
are like Scott's car or something on the side of his car.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to get a sponsor on that car by some lawn care companies.
Hey, it's that time of year, you know. I mean, we're in that time of year where, you know, the landscaping companies are out. You know?
Yeah, well, Nowinski will give him plenty of work to do.
That's why these leagues downsize this time of year. Everybody's out doing something, and sometimes they don't make it. Like it will be out here. 10 minutes, you know.
But it's another good time as Stage 3 is brought to you by MinaPeach.com, framing, home decor, and gifts. Ladies who are watching the stream, watching your husbands, fathers, brothers, uncles race, Father's Day is coming up. Check them out, MinaPeach.com, for all your kinds of gifts coming up. Gifts for him, gifts for her, gifts for even a puppy dog and kitty cat, for goodness sakes. And that's more than good. I mean, check it out. Hand framing, local artwork. They ship anywhere around the world. Check them out. MinaPeach.com. Peaches are good. I love peaches. Peaches are good.
Millions of peaches.
Yeah. Every time I give the shout, I give the shout out, Mina Peach. Now I want a peach.
I want me a peach.
Oh, shady.
It's not so much of a peach up front as these guys going at it again as Mike RPM has battled and come back to regain the lead. Oh, man, we got Lynch.
Yeah. Heard some skidding.
And Lynch. Oh, it's going to keep it off the wall. Ooh. Oh, and that's going to spin it.
Yep.
Yep, we got caution out.
Under caution, yeah.
Caution is out.
First caution of the race.
The first caution of the race.
Well, for that caution, there's plenty of bereavement items for sale, too, at Mina Peach.
And it looks like Heavy Duty got involved. He's got some damage. Reckless Racer's got a...
Somebody's else is in the pits. It looks like DK Brown maybe out of it.
Yeah, look, just about to say...
typical Lynch pitting right now. Nowinski's pitting. Mac Attack. I think they all might end up coming here.
Oh, yeah, they're going to all come in and get... especially with Atlanta on this track. Yeah, you come in and get fresh tires.
DK, no move. He broke in.
DK is not pitting, no.
DK is...
That was a computer caution, boys. Looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe,
debris must have somewhere, a hot dog wrapper on the track.
Into the pit.
Billy up front now.
Yeah, Billy beat. Oh, they were gonna get close. Ooh. Oh, Mike
Ooh. That was tight, really tight from J-Wow to do that.
He was all over. On the outside, yeah, it is too.
J-Wow give him some space there.
Yeah,
that would have got ugly.
Just about took Heavy Duty's nose off when he came down.
Heavy Duty is trying so hard to get back up here into the booth before the end of the season. Yeah,
he's been stuck at 7th for a while now.
Ooh, little shot there.
Here goes Mike RPM.
Yeah, a little shot.
Mike looking for that lead. He's going to have some help. We got to get a little bit of help. Yep.
He just got a little tight off exit there and opened it up.
Yeah, just kind of he let him know he was there a little bit.
There's that 4-car, typical now. He's getting up into this. He's got something to say. He's right behind Billy now, so we're going to have a 5-car breakaway with this top 5. Lynch there in 6, Reckless in 7.
That's a fast top 5, too, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is. 5 are the fastest on the game.
Yeah.
You know.
5 of the fastest, not the 5 fastest, right?
No, that's what I said. 5 of the fastest guys. And I didn't say
You got the other
like
5 in the booth here tonight.
I mean, there's a lot
I would like you to
I'm not even in the first
give
5,000, so I'm never worried about that.
There's only a few hundred people playing the game, so.
I mean, it's a pleasure to watch these guys, how fast they are getting around this. That's why I like riding on the hood view as they get around the track and see the line that they run and how they're able to get around this track as fast as they do. You know, I mean, we've seen some fast guys in this league this season. I mean, we've seen guys. It's your bro Chase. He's run some this season. Slade.
Well, this kind of helps the B driver because normally we're not like this. We race before these guys, so it's actually nice to see these guys before we hit here.
Yeah, he's thinking it's nice. We're gonna get a hand-me-down setup here Thursday. That's what he's thinking.
Tell me the truth, friends are. I know who my friends are. YouTube.
I got an old Billy set up. I might have to get a little bit of an update on that.
I cannot drive Billy's. That boy likes a loose car.
The car feels really good. I need something to pick up just a little bit more speed.
Well, I'm on a controller and he's on a wheel, so that makes a big difference.
I could usually take Billy's, and I would only have to snug it just a little bit. But I like.
I didn't really have to do anything to the setup. But
I usually change the wheel lock a little bit.
Yeah, if anything, something like that, or the.
Okay, for some of the guys that don't know, some of the inexperienced guys, that's a common question. What does the wheel lock do? What does that help you with?
Like sensitivity, kind of, with the wheel.
19's loose.
Individually per track. You know?
And if you put one on your steel wheeler, they can't steal your car.
Yeah.
It's more input, or I guess you would call it more input. You know, the lower it is, isn't it?
I think the higher it might be more sensitive. I forget exactly what it is. I'm always right around 4.
It fucks up when you're steering somehow. That's all we know right now.
It's like a sensitivity to the wheel, like in track.
We'll have to ask on those white cars when they come up to the booth tonight.
That's why we're in the booth.
Yeah, it saves from having to change your sensitivity in the menu for every different track. You can fine-tune it a little more per track, you know, where it's always set.
Well, in all fairness, Lug, I don't think anybody's trying to steal the number 6 Weenie Mobile from you anytime soon.
That's right. Nobody wants my bacon.
I don't know. I've threatened to steal it from him a time or two.
Yeah.
Oh, how did that go?
I'm still driving it.
Yeah. I told you when the new game comes out with Brad Kozlowski, I might have to consider it because them are some pretty smoking paint schemes.
You might have to get behind the wheel again before you can steal anything.
We can have a race off.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw the one release. I think later this month, I think they're going to have an update and possibly introduce the next gen car. I think there was a plan for that from Motorsports Games, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
for the new game or this game?
For the new one. Yeah,
Is that for Ignition or a new game?
For Heat 5, I think.
Yeah, Ignition already has the next gen cars, I would imagine.
Yeah, the next gen cars are the.
I haven't played that game, and
I turned it on last week. They gave the next gen car for one track.
They released a timeline, you know, to hopefully where they're planning on having the next NASCAR console game released about this time next year in mid 2023.
Yeah, I read that they were skipping this year, and
but it said in June 2022, that later this month of June, is that they were supposed to possibly introduce the next gen car to Heat 5. I might be wrong on that.
There was some changes with that new company too that made the Ignition. So I think it's still the same company, but it should be a lot better in the next game coming out.
I don't know, but if anybody that made the game Ignition is listening, you guys did a terrible job.
Yeah, they did. I think they were more of like an F1 type of company. And
that was putting it very nicely, very nicely.
Yeah, I'm keeping it clean so I don't get banned for the couple days I'm on a month.
Yeah. They're like the way Call of Duty is now with that new NASCAR game. The game release is about 50% done, and they've got to fix it all year. And then by the time it's decent, the next game comes in.
Well, we are about 50, well, close to about 50% done this third and final stage. We've got about 30 laps to go this next time by.
I think they're about 5 or 6 from pit stops here.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing some green flag stops. Guys
these guys are on sync with their streams. Every time I got JWoww and Heavy Duty, and whenever one shows the laps, the other one does. And whenever one shows the car, they both switched again at the same time. They're at
top 5. Nobody's going anywhere. Here comes Lynch now. Lynch is coming in now with Mac Attack.
Okay.
And Mac Attack has been doing that all night and pitting a few laps early, trying that short pit.
I wonder if he's burning the tires, because even these guys are coming in at about 4% when they pit on that right rear.
I know him
when
Mac Attack
is later signal in a pit. Looks like Mike and Billy pit here.
Yep, here comes same as last round.
I think whoever's behind Billy's pitting too here.
Billy and Mike come in the pit. JCR boys, both of the JCR guys, Titans and Clashin', is stayed out with Typical. So we'll look for these 3 guys to probably.
I'll get on Typical here.
Typical just signaled he's going to pit. So.
Yeah, look for Typical to come in now. I think Clashin' and Titans are going to try to go one more time around.
Yeah, they've been stretching it right to the last lap.
Mike RPM's is backwards in this pit right now.
Oh, the 24 just spun into the wall.
Yep, the 24 reckless.
I don't know if that was glitching or what it was, but that didn't look good at all.
I think he did exactly what I think Mac Attack did earlier, and trying to slow that thing down. And as soon as he hit that apron, that back end
Billy
just comes right around.
RPM or RPM.
I was going to mention that about the apron. If you come in on the wrong angle, trying to slow, it could really mess you up.
Heavy Duty's in, the Whiskey's in.
Here comes
Billy's
leaders here pitting. Typical is exiting.
Billy and Mike RPM nose to tail still.
Looks like JWoww is going to drop the wedge and touch.
Some other guys
are kind of times down here. 15.7 for JWoww.
It's kind of weird. Why did he only take 1.5 gas? He only took 1.5 cans.
JWoww?
Yeah.
I think he could split the 2 15s here now that they're at 30, so I don't think he needs, if he picks after 15 more, he'll have another 15 lap run.
There's less weight. Cars are get faster.
Because it's got him as 16 laps now. He's coming out of the pits with 16 laps on his tank. So that's that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to split it to where he'll only need to pit one more time.
Yeah,
and he'll be able to take it
down
to the
end. 15. Yeah, he's already down to 15, so yeah, he'll be splitting. I think there's 28, 29 laps to go.
Yep. Mike RPM and Billy just passed him. As Mike RPM now takes over the lead, Billy in second.
Dude, these guys will have 2 lap fresher tires too now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now, does 2 laps make that big of a difference here in Atlanta?
I would say, yeah, like they'll gain a little bit for every lap the whole run now.
2 up front.
They're already picking up pretty fast on him.
Well, so that might be one of the things.
28.9 he's running there.
Like you were saying, or Lug, that it's might be able some of you guys B League got. Oh, guess what? Billy just logged out.
Billy just lagged. Wow.
Billy just lagged out.
No.
Yes, he did.
I saw him go up into the wall there. Something might have happened. He went up into the wall first. Like he knew something was going on.
To join the party. We're having fun already.
He just took it. That just handed Mike RPM the season championship. If he didn't pretty much already with a 42-point lead, Billy would pretty much or I'm sorry, Mike RPM would pretty much have to not even have started the race, and Billy win both stages and the race to even have a chance at pulling it out. But Mike RPM's cruising in first right now. And,
I think something maybe broke on Billy because he moved over into the wall before he lagged out.
Yeah, like, something happened. I don't know, but that's very, very uncharacteristic because Billy's
Mike RPM's slowing down here.
Yeah, he lost power.
Yeah, it's possible. I know there's calling from some heavy storms there in the south where he's at.
Mike just ready to lead. He kind of pulled up and let him go around. I don't know. He's trying to save a little bit.
Had that happen a few
He might
weeks
be
ago.
on fuel. He might be doing
I
exactly
can't wake Billy up.
Can do.
No, he lost his power. He said.
Well, Billy?
I guess he could get on maybe on his phone.
So now,
Bad
Martin.
Message said he lost power.
Bad Martin,
can
you save a lot of fuel here in the draft? I mean, there's no fuel saving allowed in FTR, so you can't hook in your favorite fuel saving gear. But whatever you're able to save in the draft, even though there's low draft, can you save any fuel at all with a low draft?
I would think very little.
I don't know. You'd have to ask Dan or somebody because I've been out of the. I don't do the low draft. Tires maybe.
Yeah, you're in the throttle so much. Even when you're drafting, you're in the throttle a lot. Even just half throttle.
I would say tires a little bit when you're in between them two cars. Maybe you could not push it so hard into the turn because you got one pushing you. But other than that, I don't think anything else.
That Billy said lost power.
Yeah,
he lost power.
Bad.
That's this game kicking you in the teeth every time you turn around.
Yeah, right in the middle of a race, just the lights went out, everything was dark, and he's like, no.
The racing gods.
Yeah. And my whole power went off. It stormed barely, and then everything shut off for about a split second. Came right back on. It was like,
just enough to kick you.
Yeah, just enough to tick you off. Yeah. Now I live out in the country where I'm at, and if the wind just blows hard enough, it'll flicker the power, which has happened a couple of times. As we see now.
Boy.
Oh yeah.
We have these flickers all the time around here. Like one a month at least. I gotta set my alarm clock all the time because of it.
As with Billy now being lagged out, I wonder if Mike is now kind of just literally in cruise control mode because now he's just getting back to fourth. As,
I don't think you have much to worry about to begin with. And yes, Billy just commented I was racing and everything went black.
Yeah.
That's a typical Sunday night for me, Billy.
That's it.
That happens to me every Sunday night.
Hey, better tonight than the championship race.
Yeah.
I was thinking of hooking up a generator just for the game.
It's not a bad idea.
You're lucky you'd run out of gas.
Yeah.
That's it.
What happens when you're upside down the car?
Hey, it is. Yeah, that actually isn't not a bad idea. That's for sure. And tomorrow night, tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, so tomorrow, you might have given me an idea because we're expecting some heavy thunderstorms in my area tomorrow afternoon and evening, and I got my race with Hammer down tomorrow night, Thursday night. Yeah, I might have to take that idea and run with it with the old generator idea.
There's some nice setups you can get where it's hooked right into the house and you don't even know the power's out. It works so well. It might cost like $10,000 to get that set up.
This comes back to where all their friends are on this game, Dan.
Or if you mean all my friend.
End up spending $10,000 on a whole generator system for the house just to prevent that.
Yeah, just to make sure you don't.
The guy comes in and saw what's this for? Oh, this is for PlayStation.
Yeah.
I don't want the house
you don't even know the power goes out.
Yeah.
It doesn't even flicker.
I don't need the house hooked up. I just need my bedroom working.
Yeah. Look that up on Amazon. You got another 5 generator. Hook it up to a battery pack.
You just want the whole house done, just the bedroom.
Yeah, just this one plug here.
Yeah, just this one plug. Dedicated. That does one generator.
Well, I know my pick is currently leading, gentlemen, with J-Wow.
Yeah.
So
whatever. You got lucky.
Oh, someone stopped in the pit road there.
The 4 car,
Typical.
he missed pit.
Typical.
Yeah, he missed fit, and
we
now
got
everybody's driving through him.
13
He missed
laps
the commitment
to go.
cone.
Yeah.
That's
He
good.
had
That'll
all
kill
cars
him.
on the
Too. I'm
outside.
surprised he didn't get the boot. He's lucky.
That will kill his chance, and he's going to definitely need some help with a caution, because we're going to have 12 laps to go this next time by.
Nowinski pitting.
Here
Lynch
comes
pitting.
Nowinski.
Lynch is in.
JCR guys, they have this
Heavy
whole...
duties in.
And make no mistake that JWoww and Clash can pretty much have these races completely orchestrated most of the time.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Listen to this guy talking about them guys now. Wasn't he just... We had to kind of talk him into picking them tonight, earlier?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
When they were lapped down, he's like, and
Yeah, well,
maybe you will.
And then we had to
Playing
kind
their
of cheer him
pitting.
on. Like,
And-
still pick 'em?
That was a sloppy pit, though.
That show how wise I was, maybe. Or
That was
not
a
wise
sloppy
at
pit.
all. As here they are, side by side, door to door, going down pit road.
Yeah.
Yeah, the entrance wasn't pretty, but
Yeah.
They might be. Well, as they get a little...
J-Wow
A
dropping
better
the wedge
bumping
again.
and grinding on
Tire
there, it looks
pressure.
like to me.
That's 17.
well, the entrance was not pretty, but they made it.
J-Wow just made a whole
Yeah,
whack of changes
we're not
right
down
there,
on
too.
anybody. We're not trying to single anybody out. We all get along. Just, you wear your flag.
We
just
still
wear
want
it
to
on
see
the
it.
back porch.
And here they
Yeah,
come
we still
now.
want to see it.
As they took 4 tires.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you the 51 will.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, I wonder if that 10,000 watt generator had any power to the car.
Ah.
That'd be a little advantage, maybe. Yeah.
Well, the
The game's
51 is
just
scored
surging
as the
with power.
leader.
It's like red hot.
Slap some decals on the side of it.
Yeah, why not?
Let's go race the generator.
We've got 10 laps to go this time by, so we're getting ready to wrap this thing up. Man, this thing doesn't even seem like it's already gone this fast.
It has been quick.
Oh, when you got 5 people up here, it makes it go a little quicker.
I'm
How
looking
many
to
do
see
we
this
have?
battle. I think these two might battle it
5
out
us
pretty
up
good
here
coming
now.
in a few laps. Get up on that.
We're going to leave quite the mess for those guys on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
It'll be
trash
alright.
this place.
It'll be alright.
Yeah, it's a championship race, so you know.
I'd say they'll probably try to make the track wider. What do you think, Dan? They'll be knocking down the walls.
Wonder if these
Like
two start
coming, but
messing
he's
each
got no
other
help.
up. If RPM could sneak back up there.
Well, did we find out where the first playoff race is next week?
It's at a track. They turn left.
It's either Charlotte or Dover. I forget.
Charlotte, that's what it is. I think it is Charlotte. I believe it is Charlotte.
See, I knew that.
Charlotte, Dover, Talladega, and Michigan. I
Really?
believe,
Because you
is
guys
where-
had no clue when I asked earlier.
Oh, I was just seeing if Shady knew. He's in charge of all
As
this.
soon as he said Charlotte, that rings a bell because I did when I was looking
I'm
at
just-
the.
I'm an
Well,
invited guest.
I do remember that because Bertwell was bragging in his, what's he in, C group, that he's going to whoop up on everybody the rest of the season except for Charlotte.
You gotta
Yeah, I
love
wonder
that
if Bert made
guy.
any comments tonight. Usually he has about 10 or 20. Yeah. Maybe he spilled a drink on his keyboard this time.
Yeah, we got no
He's probably
Macy,
got a
we got
snake
nobody
playing
tonight.
peekaboo, as he says. A snake playing peekaboo.
A dinky doo or so, a dinky doo or whatever it says, dude.
Snake playing peekaboo.
I'm scrolling through here. I'm looking to try to find the schedule so we can know for sure for
Sorry.
the remaining.
Billy.
of that.
Oh shit,
He said
Billy
something
Billy
about
said
that.
Charlotte. Excuse
That's the
me.
one he says. It's something like a dinky doo. He says because your
And
belly's so big,
then-
I don't think you can't see anything but your, something like that. Your dinky doo, I forget what it is.
Yes, Billy, we got Dan up here too. We got quite the party going on.
He's tough to practice with just because like he can't focus at all on what you're doing.
That sounds like him, that's for sure.
I couldn't even ever get him to a
going
practice
nuts
in
on
our
Friday. He wouldn't stop Friday night for hours. He was going crazy.
Oh, we had a blast Friday. I missed
Lynch
that.
and Typical going at it here door to door.
Yeah, they definitely
so
are.
Here we come. So,
Give it to him, Lynch. Get him.
So yes, it's Charlotte is the first round of the play. In the first round is Charlotte, then Dover, and second round we go to Talladega, then Michigan, and then the championship I believe is to be determined. So we don't know where the championship is going to be.
Oh, one of the leaders wrecked.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Was
that goes
it
clashing
J-Wow?
hard into the wall, real hard into the
Clashing
wall.
real hard as he's got major damage.
And I just turned off him too.
And that's
I
going to
could see
ruin.
I saw it in J-Wow's mirror. Yeah, I don't know exactly what he did, but
And the caution is not out,
Nope.
so that will definitely put Clash's night to a
let's go back and see what happened there.
pretty abrupt end.
Oh, Clashin tried to go down below on the backstretch and must have just got loose and just spun it right in head first, right into the wall.
Oh man, he might
I
need
think
a
he might
Tylenol.
have got loose trying to come off the wall and get right underneath him and go the other way. I think he got loose and like wiggled it.
We got two
Well,
laps
boys,
to
we
go.
need to give Lynch and Typical some airtime because they're the only two cars that are together.
Yeah, that's what we plan. We try
The
to
three and the
to
four.
grab somebody every week, and yeah, we
What is
stay
it,
on
the three and
somebody.
the four fighting for third? Is that what it is?
No, because
This what-
that is a fight for third. Yeah, you're right. Because Mike RPM is second.
That's what the low draft
Yeah,
does.
coming to the last lap.
Here
right
comes Jay.
now.
Well, the white flag is out. 1 lap to go.
Give him the bumper, Lynch. Give him the bumper.
Can he get there to the bumper?
He's there.
Oh, he was tight on him right there.
There you go. So
It's
Jay
a bit of a
Well is
gap.
back.
Come on,
Is
Lynch.
back in
We
the
got
he's
the
going to be back in
helicopter on you.
victory lane.
Get him.
Oh, got a little wiggle going down the back
Dodged
stretch.
And Jay Well across the stripe, so he's got the win. We go flip over to Lynch. And Typical
Nah,
as they
he's
come
still-
around turn
still
4.
trying.
Lynch going to try it, and he's going to be just short.
Yeah.
As Typical holds on. Oh boy.
Billy still
Well,
knows
That's a
for
good
keeping
run
him
for
in
the
top.
three car.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
This
he hung in
program
there
was
and
G-rated.
got fourth. But
Yep, well, Jay Wow gets the win. Mike RPM second. Typical third. Lynch fourth. Heavy Duty fifth. Mac Attack sixth. Clashin finishes seventh. Reckless Racer in eighth. Nowinski ninth. And Billy rounds out the top 10.
Ouch.
that just shows you to stay in the race because there you got that three car was fighting all race long, and then he comes up fourth at the end because everybody else messes up.
And
He
one
puts her
spot
in there.
shy of that podium, too.
Yeah.
One shot spy of the podium. Well, let's get our top 3 on up here, including our champion, our regular season gentleman. Well,
Hey, let's get that sponsor in there one time. And can you spell it out so I can put it at my phone?
absolutely.
Check it out.
This race is brought to you by MinaPeach.com. Get all your gifts for Father's Day coming up. Got all kinds of goodies in that place, man. That place is pretty cool. Got all kinds of knickknacks. Get your artwork framed, all kinds of stuff. That is MinaPeach.com, and that is spelled specifically MinaPeach.com. MinaPeach.com for your
Now you're about to
designs,
start a
framing,
race.
home decor, and gifts. Check them out. Deliver all over the world. They're out of Ontario, Canada.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure.
Let's
That's
get
my wife and my business. She works really hard for that business there.
Yep, and thank you, and tell her thank.
Yeah, I was trying to look it up and I didn't know the spelling, so that's why I was.
Yeah, I'll definitely let her know there. Shady, thanks for all that too there.
And I was trying to.
Thank you.
I'll make sure I get that going on. So there's our second spot. So now I just need.
What happened to your partner in crime there? You hit the bottom?
Clashing?
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to make a move and he just lost control of the car.
Yeah, so it looked like he tried to go underneath you and got loose.
Yeah, he tried to make a last second.
Into the wall. Yeah.
He tried to make a last second decision to go to the bottom, and he just snapped it back.
So right now, I'm just waiting for Typical. Anybody want to send Typical a message real quick? Because it'll be faster than me.
Silence falls over the crowd.
I'm looking for his name.
Starts with a T, Terry. T.
Actually, no.
There it is.
Here it is. It actually starts with an M. Say MFF/Typical.
Yeah. See.
Gosh.
See, it clears you up. But now we got our top 3 into the booth, and we're gonna start with our 3rd place finisher, and that is in the number 4 car, and that is Typical. How you doing, man? Congratulations, getting 3rd. Glad to have you back up in the booth, man. You've been putting together some really solid finishes here since you got back, came back into FTR A League. I guess about halfway through the season, maybe, and putting together some strong races, man. You had another solid race car, real fast race car again tonight. And we saw that. Go ahead. So, tell us what, coming into tonight. What was kind of your strategy coming into the night? Being the champion at the end of the regular season, getting ready to look for the playoffs next year at Charlotte. Did you have any different strategy coming into the night, looking for the playoffs next week? I'll tell you, man. Well, I'm trying to pull up the points now and see, because where everybody was coming in.
While you're doing that, I just want to ask Typical a quick question. In stage 2, I just noticed, I think it was in the middle of the stage, you were right up front, but then you started to slip back. I just wondered if something happened, or... Oh, so that's why, okay, when you came out, you must have had that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Right.
Okay, well, you came into the night with the last playoff spot in 12th with a 2-point lead over Lynch. And Lynch finished
His voice is on Do Not Allow. You can't hear him on the broadcast.
2 points. That was a big battle then right at the end.
So 2 points right there. But finishing ahead of Lynch at the end of the race. I'm not sure where things stacked up. Did you get any points for stage ends? Did you get any stage points?
Must have been around 4th or something, in the 3rd, 4th, something like that in the first stage. I thought. I forget.
Well, I tell you what, man, I think that might squeak you in and get in the playoffs, man. But either way, man, congratulations on getting another 3rd place, man. It's really awesome to watch you race, man. You're always, up there in that top 3, top 5 every week, man. Congratulations, dude. Absolutely. And let's move on to our 2nd place finisher, and who is now crowned the FTR A League season 3 or season 4? Season 4. The season 4 FTR A League regular season champion. Congratulations, Mike.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Definitely, man. So, give us your rundown of the race tonight. Finishing 2nd. You came into the race, with a real healthy 42-point lead coming into the race over Billy. So give us your rundown on the race, man.
It was an eventful one, to say the least.
What made it eventful?
Well, we had a really good car, and I completely missed pit road in stage 1 and had to drive all the way through it and drive all the way back around and limp it.
I remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
I wondered why you came out so soon.
Yeah, I went back to 9th, and I don't know. Felt like I gave away the stage. Thought I had a pretty good shot at stage 1, but just had to battle back. I think I got back to like 5th, and then the second stage, I got in an incident with Reckless Racer and DK Brown, and I got shot back again. So it was just battling all night long, and we finally got back up there at the end. And I tried a different strategy than the JCR bunch, and I wanted to pit a couple laps earlier and try to make it a little bit of a different strategy. And then I realized that this strategy wasn't going to win me the race or have a chance for me to win. But take second, thought I had third, so it is what it is, and go on to the playoffs, I guess, next week. So.
Yes, sir. I mean, you had the lead there, kind of as the race started winding down, and we saw JWoww come around and get the lead from you. Was that something that you kind of just, was that a strategy move in itself? Because, I mean, it didn't look like it kind of fought him very hard on. It almost kind of was like a strategy type thing when he came around and took the lead there at that last time.
Yeah, I believe they had a lap fresher tires too, so I was starting to struggle up there for grip, and I saw him get a run on me, and as soon as he did, I just lifted, and I probably shouldn't have done that because I think I gave Typical a little bit of damage, so my bad on that if that affected your race. But I tried to get back down and probably should have just let him go by too. But yeah, it's just he had a quicker car there at the end with a little bit fresher tires, so just moved up.
Well, so when you saw and heard that Billy lagged out, he lost power, so which caused him to lag out. So is that kind of able to allow you to breathe a little bit of sigh of relief going into the playoffs, with the points lead and the playoff point picture?
Yeah, it's unfortunately lagged out because I think he was going to get some more playoff points on me. He was up there during the first couple stages, and I think he probably had just as equal car as I did. I mean, we were around each other, when we were up there, and we were battling pretty tough. So it's a shame, but. Yeah.
Well, I was wondering if you seemed to be working quite a bit together, if you were trying to work together, or if you just couldn't get by him at times, or were you planning to work together?
It's a long race. I'm not one to ride the bottom and the white line and block people. It's you gotta get there before you start making those moves. So I'm just patient with it. If people want to make them moves, they can. So
it seemed like he was when Billy lost connection right before that. You guys were staying out front pretty good, and once he was gone, it seemed JWoww and Clashton caught up pretty quick when you were by yourself.
Yeah. That kind of killed the strategy too. Is what I was saying about the short pitting, but they played the good strategy there, the JCR bunch, and they did the winning call there at the end.
I tell you what, when you came into the race with a 22-point lead in playoff points over Billy. We kind of mentioning it, in the broadcast that the number of wins didn't win you this season championship, but the consistency. You have the one win, but you coming into the night you had 5 stage wins. So you're constantly having one if not the fastest car week in and week out. Are you kind of running? I mean, are you going into the race? Looking with more of a game plan to win the race, or as far as, not kind of winning the war, kind of not winning the battle as far as winning the race, but kind of, aiming at the war, as far as the championship. What's kind of your outlook there?
Well, you always want to win the race, but I mean, the last couple of weeks, I was kind of just judging myself where Billy was because I knew he was doing well and he was getting a lot of points, playoff points. He was kind of closing the gap, so I was trying to match him as much as I can going into the playoffs. So.
I tell you what, man, it has been a blast to watch you all season, and it's going to be even more of a blast, next week when the playoff starts, man. So congratulations on getting the regular season championship tonight, brother.
Thank you, guys, and as always, I appreciate what y'all do, and congrats to JWoww for the win.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations. Go celebrate your regular season championship, man.
Thanks, guys.
Absolutely, and that's gonna move us on over to our race winner, and that is gonna be my pick of the night. I am going to say
the dark horse pick.
No, my pick, my one and only pick for the night.
All right, there we go. I love the sound of that.
My one and only pick for tonight. Yes.
We know we've been some dark horse fixes lately. So I don't like being number 2. I like being number 1. Number one choice.
You once again put the that alleged commentator's curse and smash that all to bits with the win tonight. So congratulations on that. So tell us about it, man. Tell us, how you're able to do this tonight.
Stage 1, DK, he hit the wall. I lost a little talent there. We got damage about 8 seconds. That pretty much ruined the stage from there. Stage 2, pretty clean pit stops. We stayed up front for most of the stage. Clean pit entries. I think that was one of the strengths for our race today, was just pit entries. We definitely did not have the fastest car. And we got down to the end of the stage 2, and then the A team was racing the leaders hard, even though he was going to have the wave around. So we had a few run-ins with him, and ended up ruining that stage win right there. But then we get to the final stage. We're just riding, and that caution comes out, and I was like, oh, that probably just hurted me more, because we're going to have another less pit stop, or a longer run per se. And then we get to the final 2 stops. We aced them pretty good. And Clashin, I think it was on the first stop, he told us to take 1.5 gallons, and I was originally going to take 2.
I was going to ask you that. Because I'm on your stream, and thank you to have your stream and a leader up, by the way, as always. But I was going to ask you that, with that 1.5 cans strategy, where did that came into play, and what was the method of madness behind that?
That was ultimately a last-second call on my part. It was mainly Kalashin's call. He when we were down pit road, he said take 1.5 gallons. I was originally gonna take, my game plan was going to take the 2 runs that we're gonna have a full run after that caution, a full run, and then another full run, and then I was gonna most likely just take 2 tires on that last run, maybe hang on. Hopefully that last pit stop would have. With the last seconds, it probably would have got us this big lead and somehow win. But Clashin, he came through. I think it was ultimately the game-winning strategy. He helped me out there. Coming down to that finish, he tried to pull a late second going down the track, but I think he ended up losing control of that car. It was gonna be a good battle. He definitely had the fastest car. I was just there just to hold the bottom. Ultimately, it was a rough race. I mean, usually I have cars that I'm like confident I'm gonna win, but I needed things to go here and there, and it actually all the pieces fell through.
I'll tell you what. I mean, they fell through in the kind of in the right way for you again tonight, as they kind of have been. You mentioned some things going on pit road. We saw a lot of guys having trouble getting onto pit road tonight. Was there any particular reason? I mean, I know in the beginning we saw that heavy duty. Originally, I thought that he spun it out and maybe hit the, trying to slow the thing down and hitting the apron and the back end coming around on him. But it looks like that on the replay that him and Reckless made contact, and that's why he went around on that particular one. But were guys having issues with that, trying to get their cars slow? Because we saw a couple times guys getting spun out or spinning out or missing the pit road altogether. Was there an issue there?
On my part, there was no issue. I think we had the perfect setup to go into pit road. Brake bias was good. I think Mike had something to do with his brake bias was a little too high, and it was just he had to brake a lot earlier than other people. I noticed some people may have sped, but I think it was pretty simple. There's a Atlanta sign on the side of the wall, and that's there, right about in the middle between there. If you really want to push it, then you're gonna go to the end of that A, the beginning of that A, and you're just gonna brake it as hard as you can. It was only one scare I had. I think it was stage 2. Our car got a little loosey goosey there. Once we hit that, our left front got on that apron. It actually didn't give us a speeding penalty because we were actually sliding. But good thing is we were under the speed limit. Usually 90% of the times they would give you a speeding penalty for that.
Okay. That was I was kind of wondering, definitely wanted to ask about that. And coming into tonight, this was definitely a huge win coming into the night. When you came into the night, you were 7th in points behind drivers such as Titans in 6th and Slade in 5th. Both of those guys, I know, have had a lot of, haven't been on the track here as of late. I'm not sure if we're going to see them at all in the playoffs or not. Eagles is 4th. He wasn't on the track at all tonight. So with Billy lagging out in 2nd, definitely a win coming out of a perfect time. Really, it couldn't come in at a better time for you with the playoffs starting up next week, right?
Yeah, ultimately the regular season points, I don't think they're going to transfer over. It's just going to be playoff points based, and then it's going to be a 4-race run to the championship. But this win definitely did help get us some more playoff points. We've had several races where we should have had wins, but it was either somebody would have ran us into the pits several times. We barely lose the race by 0.005 of a second. We make the wrong call. It's just we've always been unlucky for most of the part of the season. It's feel good to finally get a win. Just gotta also get a shout out to Clash, and this was his setup. So I may have made a couple of tweaks to it, but it was mainly his setup. It was a very fast setup. He drove it a little better. He just has a good feel for this track better than me, and I'm just per se average around this track. Actually.
I was going to actually ask you about that. I noticed I was watching your stream, and I noticed you made a bit of a wedge adjustment the second last pit, but I noticed you made quite a bit of adjustments on that last pit. It looked like you're loosening the car up a bit. Was it tight, or how was it feeling, or what did that last pretty big swing there do for you?
Oh, yeah. Our beginning of the runs, it was basically a dump truck, but it actually helped save tire towards the end, but we were only going to have about, I think, a 10-lap run at the end, so I was like, we have nothing to lose, so might as well air up those tire pressures and loosen it up a little bit. But it actually got a little too where once Clash and wrecked, I think that next corner I got really loose, and I was like, okay, I have a big lead. I should really back it down from here. And then
I dropped the wedge a lot.
Yeah, I babied that thing. I really needed the wedge to be dropped, but it was... Sometimes those cars just kick out coming out of those X's or corners, and it happened in one of the times. Clash and me and him got side by side, and he ended up wrecking. But it would have been a good battle if he stayed up front.
Yeah, I was noticing that was a big swing. I think it was a few rounds of wedge, a couple pounds of tire. I definitely thought you were going for it. That's for sure.
Yep, I definitely aired up those tire pressures, maxed them out, and then wedge was all the way to I went down on the wedge pretty good.
I think I seen you between the two runs drop the wedge maybe about eight clicks, I think, or something, 7 clicks between the two stops.
Yeah, I think it was 7 clicks too. Yeah. So I was like, "This is race win right here. We ain't got to worry about tires. Loosen it up. That's all." Yeah. Because I was so tight, tight on entry. Anything else, I was fine.
Yeah, I was finding that too yesterday. Same kind of thing. Tight in the beginning, at least, tight on entry and exit like that.
Yep.
So yeah, well, congrats.
Yeah, man, congrats on getting that win, man, and congratulations to Mike RPM and on getting the season championship, the regular season championship. And next week you all go to Charlotte and kick off this 4 or 5 race playoff showdown between you guys, man. So we're certainly looking forward to that, man. It's a whole new season come playoffs.
Yeah, and I always joke with Clash, and any league that me and him get in, I always tell him playoff JWoww is different. So it's there's no giving. I mean, there's no take. I'll take, no give. So, and that's when I'm at my best. Prime JWoww is always there. You'll see me up front, and you'll see me contending, no matter what track it is. If it's a 2-mile track, or if it's a Dega or a 1.5 mile, that I'm gonna be on it.
Well, we got a little bit of all mixed in there. We got Charlotte, and then you have Dover, and then you have Dega, and then you have Michigan. So you have a little bit of all.
That just sounds music to my ears.
Yeah,
Charlotte, I love it. Dover, I love it. Where are we going? Dega, I'm gonna go with a Dega. Where were we else? Michigan, I won earlier this season. This is gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Michigan myself.
Well, congratulations on getting the win, JWoww. Always a blast watching you race, man, and fulfilling my pick. So hey, I made me look like a genius tonight. So thank you for that.
Yes, sir. I always.
Congratulations, man. Go celebrate, and we know you'll be ready for next week when the bullets are really start flying for the playoffs and that run for the championship. So we'll see you. We'll look forward to seeing you next week, man.
All right, we'll see you. I'll see you in the winner's circle next week.
Definitely.
There's no calming me down, buddy.
I tell you what, man,
interesting to watch.
We've had one heck of a regular season, man, and I think things are only about to start heating up when we get to Charlotte for the playoffs next week, guys. So I think we're going to be in for one heck of a show. And Dan, it was awesome to have you up in the booth, man. Come on up anytime, but definitely trying to bring you up for the booth for a podium finish next week at Charlotte.
You might have lost Dan the Man.
I think we may have lost Dan the Man. Well, but anyway, I hope he gets back on the track. Always like to see him. I'm always pulling for Dan on the track every Wednesday night. So we'll see what happens with him. If not, then he's always coming up to the booth and call the race with us. Eneltown, always glad that you came on up. Congratulations on getting your win in the B League last Sunday.
Thank you.
And maybe you took maybe checking out this race. Who knows, man? Maybe copy down a few notes that might pull off for you here with your race. And you guys got Atlanta coming up in the B League this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, it'll be exciting.
Hey,
excited for that race. I'm excited for this this first playoff race for these 8 guys too. Because if you got playoff JWoww, then you're gonna have playoff Clash Inch, playoff Billy. You're gonna have them all in that playoff mode. So it's gonna be fun.
And with Billy lagging out, that's not gonna sit. That's gonna leave a sour taste in his mouth all week.
Yeah, he's gonna be screaming on the track next week. He's gonna be fast, I'd say.
Well, thanks as always, man, for coming on in the booth, and thank your lovely wife for the sponsorship and MinaPeach.com. Everybody, be sure to check out MinaPeach.com, framing, home decor, and gifts. Ladies, for Father's Day coming up, you gotta check that out. All kinds of cool stuff, gadgets, gifts, cards, you name it, they have it. Check it out, MinaPeach.com out of Ontario. They deliver anywhere in the world, all kinds of local artwork. I checked it out this afternoon. Really, really cool stuff. So be on there and check it out. That's MinaPeach.com. MINAPEACH.com. Thank you, Eneltown, for joining me in the booth. I know Lug had to jump on and off already, so for Lugnut and my partner in crime, thank you as always, my friend. I know that you're already off the air, but thank you again for doing a broadcast, and thanks for everybody who tunes in and watches. We'll look forward to seeing everybody next week at Charlotte, next same bat time, same bat channel for the FTR A League. And be sure to check out Eneltown and Lugnut for their B League race, the FTR B League guys, on Sunday at 8 o'clock. You can check that on Billy's stream or High Side. I know Billy's stream, he broadcasted. So hopefully you can go for 2 in a row, man.
I'm hoping so. God, I think I'm 6 points out of the lead coming to the last race. So it's going to be a pretty big battle between the 4 of us up front in the points, because we're all within, I think, 8-9 points of each other.
Oh, wow. So things are really going to get tightened up. Well,
good
luck, man. I'll be tuned in for that. So good luck on trying to get 2 in a row and get some more momentum headed for the playoffs for you in that 11 car. And,
yeah, definitely. It was a big thing too with Tone Touch and Maverick. Both weren't able to make last race, so
that's
that
huge.
definitely helped on the points, especially winning it. That was really big. Yeah, maximum gain.
Well, thank you everybody again for tuning in. We will look forward to seeing everybody next week at Charlotte when we enter playoff time. Congratulations again to JCR JWOW for picking up the win. Congratulations to Mike RPM coming home second, but picking up the FTR A League regular season championship tonight. And of course, thank you and congratulations to the 3rd place car, and that is Typical. I tell you what, man, if Typical was here all season, who knows where he would be right now, but just him getting into the playoffs, I think he's going to make some noise too. So keep an eye on that definitely. 4 car. Keep an eye on that 4 car as we get into the playoffs. I think Typical's got something to say before it's all said and done too. So
yeah, definitely, he was my pick tonight. I was hoping he'd get it done tonight, but 3rd's not bad.
He almost pulled it out. He almost pulled it out. We'll see everybody. We'll see what happens next week, and we will see everybody in Charlotte. For Eneltown, Dan the Man, Lugnut, everybody else, I'm Shady. We will see everybody next week, and y'all have a good night.